Good morning, grade 6. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are all doing very well. Well, today we're going to have a very interesting lesson in social studies. Today's lesson is the Old Kingdom. That's chapter 4, lesson 2 on page 142. We're going to start off with our learning objectives for today. Your first learning objective is to explain ancient Egypt's political structure. Second learning objective, describe the earliest uses of Egyptian writing. So those are the objectives for today's lesson. First, I'm going to ask you to watch this video. So make sure to watch this video. It's a very interesting video. It's about Egypt, Old Kingdom. Okay, so watch this video, and after you finish watching it, we're gonna start off our lesson. As usual, we start off with our vocabulary. So your first word is diplomacy, which means the skill of conducting negotiations. Second word, nation state. What does that mean? It means it's a region with a united group of people and a single government. Your next word, dynasty. It's a series of rulers from the same family. Your next word, vizier, the chief advisor to an ancient Egyptian king. Hieroglyph, pictures or symbols that stand for sounds, words, or ideas. Okay, we've got more vocabulary. Papyrus, it's a paper-like material on which the ancient Egyptians wrote. Pyramid, a structure that served as tombs for Egyptian rulers. And your next word, mummy, which is a preserved body. Okay? Next, after you read page 143, which talks about how Egypt actually was united, okay? Here's a summary of it. About 3100 BC, King Narmer united Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. This began the Egyptian period that historians now call the Old Kingdom. Now, for this part, you've got your question, which says, how did the belief that the kings were living gods help the kings maintain their authority? Okay, again, the question says, how did the belief that the kings were living gods help the kings maintain their authority? Okay, I'll give you a couple seconds to look for the answer. Right? Okay, so you're right. Yeah, exactly. Your answer is correct. Because it helped unify the Egyptian people. Again, the answer for the question for that question is it helped to unify the Egyptian people. Next, we're going to go to page 144. Which talks about written forms of language. After you read this page, here's a summary of it. The Egyptians developed a writing system that used hieroglyphs in about 3100 BC. They may have borrowed the idea of writing from the Sumerians. Now, for this part that you've read on page 144, your question says, for what purpose were hieroglyphs first used? Again, so what was the reason? What did they use it for, the hieroglyphs? Okay. Yeah, you're right. It was mostly for religious reasons. Okay, so the hieroglyphs basically were actually for religious reasons. Okay, and if you guys see the picture here for the hieroglyph, eh? The letters and the symbols and pictures. Quite interesting, eh? Alright, next I'd like you to watch this interesting video. It's amazing. It's about the pyramids of Egypt. So make sure to click on here to watch this video about the pyramids of Egypt. It's quite interesting and you will learn a lot from it. After you watch the video, we're going to go to page 145 about building the pyramids. And here's a summary of it. Because they were thought to be living gods, Egyptian kings were able to use huge amounts of Egypt's resources and the whole society to build pyramids. The pyramids served as tombs for Egyptian rulers. Now your question for this part, how do the pyramids show the relationships between religion and society in Egypt? Again, how do the pyramids show the relationships between religion and society in Egypt? Yep, the answer is correct. Godlike rulers had the powers to use resources and people to build the pyramids. So godlike rulers, they had the powers to use resources and people to build the pyramids. All right, perfect. So let's carry on. Next, page 146, 147, after you've read it, which mainly talks about preparing the afterlife, so life after death. Here's a summary of it. The tombs of royalty contained everything a royal person might need in the afterlife, including the person's mummified body. The Egyptians ordered workers to build the pyramids as royal burial places. Now, a question for this part says, why did the Egyptians want to preserve bodies? Think about the answer. Why do you think the Egyptians wanted to preserve the bodies? What was the reason? Yep. Because they believed that the dead would need their bodies in the afterlife. Once again, because they believed that the dead would need their bodies in the afterlife. And by that, we've reached the end of today's lesson. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And please make sure to answer the worksheet that I'm going to be attaching along with this file. Kindly answer it and send it back to my email. You guys have been doing great. I miss you guys all a lot. And I hope you guys are all doing very well. And I'm looking forward to see you guys soon. So take care of yourselves for now. And love you all. See you soon. Cheers. Bye.